Hey again. So here we are in part two. And in part one of this little series, we showed how you sleep in a two-door Wrangler. So now let's show you how everything's all packed up when you're ready to go again. So this is just, a regular two-door Wrangler Sport, bone stock except for the wheels, which are Rubicon versions, and the rock rails, which are also from Rubicon. But other than that, suspension's completely stock. Nothing's been, I guess the tires, they're a pretty good Kumho Road Venture AT51 all-terrain tire, which have actually worked out surprisingly well in almost 600 miles of off-road driving, not just on groomed trails, but also just basically cattle tracks, up hills, over water crossings, through mud. It's worked out quite well. But here, let me show you how this thing works when everything's put together. So earlier I showed you everything that went into the Jeep. So here it is in the Jeep. So right here is that's our main food and stuff like that. Cooler goes there. The bed folded up with a bungee cord to keep it together. Lays on top to add extra insulation for the cooler and keep the sun off it. To the side here is my tire inflation kit for when I air down and go back up. Extra toilet paper, always handy. Fire extinguisher. Here's the bin with plates and stuff like that, other kind of things that you might need fairly often. Water on top of that. Pillows is tucked in there. My suitcase, which you don't really need, and below that, car parts, fluids, tools, whatever. Over here on the side, I keep a hoodie just in case it gets cold. Swim trunks and a towel handy in case we find a little swimming hole or a hot spring. And tucked up here is another sleeping pad, which I wasn't sure if I'd need, but ended up not needing at all. Let's take a look at the front. So here's how I usually drive. So I keep an extra cooler with a handy top access just on the passenger seat. Sleeping bag ahead of that. My shoes and more water is down there. A couple of essentials like lip balm, matches in there. Water bottle, obviously. What's up here? Up here is just my cell phone mount. Then I've got my little oddments bag, which I usually just rides along right up here. And in there, just hand sanitizer, a couple masks just in case. Sunscreen, charger for the radio that we communicate with. Gloves just in case, little towel, and sunglass holder. And this is my burner, my stove, so that just kind of fits in the back. You just jam it in there, and that holds it just fine. Because then we can close that up. This closes up. Everything's pretty tight. Doesn't rattle around. Well, stuff rattles around the bins, but not, doesn't bounce all over the car. But yeah, that's how everything works, and keeps me comfortable, and does a fantastic job. So thanks a lot. Talk to you later.